Welcome back in the process of understanding of research processes. Today I am going to discuss how to identify the problem type. The first and foremost task in the entire process of scientific research is to identify the research problem. A well-identified problem will lead the researcher to accomplish all important phases of research process, starting from setting objective to the selection of research methodology. But the core question is whether all problems require research. We have countless problems around us, but all that we encounter do not qualify as research problem, and thus these do not need to be researched. Keeping this point in view, we must draw a line between a research problem and a non-research problem. A researchable problem are those who have a possibility of, through verification, investigation, which can be effected through the analysis and collection of data, while the non-research problem do not need to go through these process. Non-research problems is one that does not require any research to arrive at a solution. A non-researchable problem consists of vague details and cannot be resolved through research. It is a managerial or built-in problem that may be solved at the administrative or management level. The answer to any question raised in a non-research setting is almost always obvious. The outbreak of cholera, for example, following severe flood, is a common phenomenon in many communities. The reason for this is known. It is thus not a research problem. Similarly, reason for the sudden rise in price of many essential commodity following the announcement of the budget by the finance minister need no investigation. Hence, it is not a problem that needs to be researched. Here are the some factors that help you in identify non-research problem, like rises in the price of warm clothes during winter, preferring admission in public university over private universities, crisis of accommodations in sea resort during summer, traffic jam in the city street after office hour, high sales in department store after an offer of a discount. So these are the factors which is obvious can help you in identifying the non-research problem. Research problem in contrast to non-research problem. A research problem is a perceived difficulty, a feeling of discomfort, or a discrepancy between the common belief and reality. As noted by Fisher et al., a problem will qualify as a potential research problem when the following three conditions exist. First is there should be a perceived discrepancy between what it is and what it should have been. This implies that there should be a difference between what exists and the ideal or planned situation. Second condition, a question about why the discrepancy exists. This implies that the reason for this discrepancy is unclear to the researcher so that it makes sense to develop a research question. Third, there should be at least two possible answers or solution to a problem or question. The third point is important. If there is only one possible and plausible answer to the question about the discrepancy, then research situation does not exist. Then in that case, this problem will be non-research problem. Let's understand with an example. While visiting a rural area of UNICEF team observed that some villages have female school attendance rate as high as 75%, while some have as low as 10%. Although all villages should have a nearly equal rate of attendance, what factors are associated with this discrepancy? We may enumerate several reasons for this. Villages differ in their socio-economic background. In some villages, the Muslim population constitutes a large population of the total population. Then religion might play a vital role. Schools are far away from some villages. Then the distance thus may make this difference. Because there is more than one answer to a problem, it is considered a research problem and a study can be undertaken to find a solution. In next lecture, we will understand what is problem and how do we have research problem. Thank you.